Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are jumping right back into the story of Eve and Love Potion, and we're picking things up in episode 19.
So if you remember last time, there was that massive confrontation. Well, now the consequences of that fight are really starting to spread. And believe me, they're creating some brand new, very dangerous problems for our hero, James.
We kick things off in a hospital room, and you can just feel the tension in the air. A very angry David Smith has just found his son, Ben, who is, well, he's covered in bruises. And David is demanding to know who could have possibly done this to his son. The second Ben sees his dad, he's practically crying out for revenge. He immediately names James as the attacker. But this is about way more than just a black eye. Oh no, there's a lot more to this story. And this is where it gets really interesting. It wasn't just a fistfight. Ben complains that his brand new BMW got totally trashed. And on top of that, he was blackmailed for $6,000. And to make matters worse, David himself had a separate run-in where he lost $7 grand just trying to save face. It's like a tidal wave of bad luck just crashed right into the Smith family. So here's the kicker. This is where things get really, really serious. To calm his son down, and probably himself too, David Smith makes this chilling promise. He casually mentions that he has a friend who's in the mafia. And just like that, a huge, looming threat is now quietly brewing in the background, aimed directly at James.
Okay, so while the Smiths are busy plotting this dark revenge, let's switch gears and see what our hero, James, is up to. He's in a completely different headspace. He's actually feeling great after spending all that money, but his good mood is about to be totally derailed by let's just say, a very uncomfortable task.
And this just perfectly sums it up, doesn't it? On one hand, he's got the adrenaline rush from dropping $7,000. On the other hand, he's facing the pure, cringy social awkwardness of having to buy sanitary pads for Sophia. You can just feel the anxiety. So what's his plan? To avoid any potential embarrassment, he decides to find a small, out-of-the-way convenience store where, hopefully, no one will recognize him. He pulls up on his bike, probably feeling like he's on some kind of secret mission. But, of course, the moment he walks in, his plan for a quick, quiet trip just falls apart. The tiny store is absolutely packed with people, almost all of them men. And every single one of them is staring in the exact same direction, right at the cashier. From the whispers in the crowd, James quickly figures out who she is. This is Ava, a fourth-year student and one of the 4 legendary campus belles of Westchester University. And she's not just famous for being beautiful. Everyone knows she's hardworking and smart, working this job to pay her own way through college. And the moment James sees her, he is just completely stunned. Even in a simple shirt and jeans, her gentle movements and bright smile just leave him speechless. He can actually feel his own face turning red. She's just that captivating. You just knew this calm, pleasant atmosphere couldn't last, right? A guy named Logan steps up to the counter and just starts openly harassing Ava, turning this crowded little store into a stage for a really tense confrontation. And this isn't just some random guy. Logan is a big deal at the university. He's the star quarterback, he comes from a powerful family, and he even runs his own gang. Everybody knows who he is, and more importantly, everybody is afraid of him. The situation goes from bad to worse fast. Logan says something crude and totally inappropriate. Ava, disgusted, threatens to call the police. His response? He grabs her phone and smashes it on the ground. Then, he threatens to destroy the entire store and her job right along with it. But then, he delivers his cruelest blow. Logan reveals that he knows all about her family's struggles. Her paralyzed father, her mother working at a food stall, and he uses this personal information as a weapon, basically telling her to submit to him or he'll ruin her family's only source of income. It's just despicable. You can just imagine Ava looking around the store, her eyes pleading for someone, anyone, to help her. But all those guys who were admiring her just moments ago, now they're all looking down at their feet too, cowardly to stand up to Logan. In that moment, she is completely and totally alone. But not everyone looks away. Watching all of this happen, James just sighs. He's a righteous person, and he simply cannot stand by and watch this poor, weeping woman be humiliated and threatened like this. So he steps forward. He calmly walks up, pats the aggressive Logan on the shoulder to get his attention and says, simply and lightly, "Excuse me, I need to buy something." And I mean, you can just imagine the tension in the store suddenly skyrocketing. And that's where we leave it. James has just inserted himself between a terrified girl and a violent bully, all while he's completely unaware that a vengeful father is planning to send the mafia after him. He's walked right into one fire while another one is being lit right behind him. If you liked the story, please like and share it, and subscribe to the channel to watch future episodes. Thanks for watching.